Ravens taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions, the Dallas Cowboys. It's finally time for football as we're underway in Super Bowl 56. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. With a first touchdown of the Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. So a long play for our first points in the Super Bowl.
No doubt about it, and what we see here is something that we saw all year long from them. The ability to strike from anywhere on the field. How about the way they got it started in this one?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. So here are the Ravens now as they get set for their opening possession. And they will be led out by their 6'3" quarterback.
And the tendency for most of these guys is to want to match things right away because they have a lot of confidence in their talent too. They just saw a big strike against their team, and you know they're thinking to themselves, I can get this back right now on one play. Well, if it's there, you take it, but otherwise, just go ahead and calm your team down. Run the offense, get things going, and see how things settle in.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he fields it cleanly. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. And look, they're on the...
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. That shoot on. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. His second touchdown of this Super Bowl. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simple to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion, guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. You're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football. Let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit.
49-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Well, the second's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
It's been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brings up second
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He'll fire deep downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. What a first quarter. Boom, you're up 3 scores just like that, and the offense clicking.
And they're thinking to themselves, we can totally overwhelm this team. Now flip it over. They're going to get the ball back. Can't panic here. Talk to yourselves one play at a time to try and get back in.
And that's cliche, but really that's the message. This is still very early on in the game. We're in the first quarter.
If you look at it as down 20, then you almost have no shot.
at their own 25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. There's a quick throw caught by Andrews. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
10 at the 35-yard line.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
brought down.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Second and 14. And his throw is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there. But now it'll be third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this Super Bowl, and it'll be good for a first down. A couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's first and 10 up at the 46. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 40.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he It's out of bounds, incomplete.
The scoreboard tells a story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack.
How about that, partner? His second sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls. Only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And he's been effective in their winning, so it makes it a little easier to put a montage together.
It really does, doesn't it? Because we can see him throwing it really well. But how about everything else that's going on? Protection has been excellent. And, of course, the guys catching the ball have provided some highlight reels themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's not always just one man. He's been good, but you got the guys catching the ball, too.
Yeah, you name it. It's all coming together for them. What they call that synergy. Everything working together really well. And right now, he's the focal point of it.
Touchdown, and the Cowboys will extend their lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Hey, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and the
rush coming, and he's taken down.
A loss of 9 yards.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is fielded at the 27. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play. Something.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck. He's
going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward.
Automatic 1st down.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll go option to the short side. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there.
Brought down at his
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 49.
Ingram.
A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Ingram, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The tackle.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. 3 catches for him now in this 1st quarter of the Super Bowl. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff to Ingram. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. as a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Their own 15-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A big pickup of 38.
46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
To the running back. Marlon Humphrey on the tackle.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 36. That one a first down pickup of 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 23. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. But likely not for long as they're in punt formation. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And boy, Charles, they have to find a way to just get him some time to breathe back there. He's been pressured throughout this game.
And I'll bet in his mind he's thinking the focus shouldn't be on how many times I've gone down. It's where is it happening? Where are the breakdowns up front? He'll never say it publicly because good leaders don't do that. But they've got to figure out what's happening in the offensive line to keep people away from him so he actually has a chance to throw the football, because so far that has not been the case.
5 full sacks against him.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Field. And he's going to be dropped following a pick. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mark Ingram, the ball carrier. Take him down.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. He's going to have the first down past the 20. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So their backs were against the wall, deep back in their own territory, and they run it all the way down into the end zone.
That takes a lot of coordination for an offensive team, doesn't it? Because, let's face it, it's really not a surprise that they're going to run the ball in that situation. Backed up that close to their own end zone, usually do call running plays, trying to be safe. Instead, it turns into an electrical run, a bolt for your team, and off he goes to the races.
At at their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense back out there. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. It's caught by Mark Ingram. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
At the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He's been in a pretty good group. They actually have more yards on the ground than through the air, but both have been good, pretty balanced.
And have we ever met
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
49-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's a 2nd and 7. That'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. One through this huge game. I remember because I was watching with a lot of Colts fans, Tracy Porter picking Peyton Manning to get the Saints' first title.
Yeah, that one pretty much sealed the deal for New Orleans as well. But I got to go back a ways because, you know, unfortunately I'm considerably older. Herb Adderley, the Green Bay Packers, got it all started. The first pick 6, Super Bowl II against the Oakland Raiders, and some of the better ones that were out there. You might remember Dwight Smith of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had 2 in one game when they won their Super Bowl championship against Rich Gannon in Oakland. You mentioned Tracy Porter already. How about James Harrison of the Steelers? You remember that one? 100 yards right before the half ended? That was a big-time play. But for me, the absolute classic, Willie Brown in slow motion against the Vikings for the Raiders. The grand old man, Willie Brown, 75 yards.
You recall them all, and what a play here. Another pick 6 in the Super Bowl.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
I'm starting to wonder if this offensive line just simply doesn't like him. I mean, they've given up 6 sacks in this game. He's had nowhere to go, nowhere to run, and obviously nowhere to hide.
And all those sacks in the first half, this is just complete domination. Fielded at about the 28. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there. Now, he's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well, Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out.
And this is caught. And he'll take it. Into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with his third touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense continues to pour it on. And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. And this is going to be caught. I'm not sure about the need to go for two, but they get it and extend this lead out even further. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Let's take it inside his own 40. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. But they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was really easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. He'll fire deep downfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And this offense is running away with this one. It's been quite the game for him individually. A trio of touchdown catches now.
So pick a route, any route. Whatever you want him to run, he's going to do it and do it well. And end up in the end zone. This has really been fun to watch.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
Inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense. Something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't exist. He's not a team anymore. Just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something out there.
Ball battle at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3 on the 10. Fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there with his 3rd touchdown of this Super Bowl as his guys continue to pour it on.
With 3 scores in this game, I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Oh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum,
skirts,
filet
come
maximum.
on. You can't give the guy a skirt steak.
16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out and go out. Totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be losing the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Quick hitter here. It's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On play action, they'll throw. The Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also 4th down now. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
40-yard line.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback to win out.
This is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Cowboys add on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Scoreboard certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 64 yards. And the Ravens are able to make things a bit more respectable.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post-route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just given him a jersey, but a seat.
This is caught at the 20. That is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 77 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And that is how you retaliate after getting scored on one play, big pass downfield, and you hit the end zone.
Almost feels like 2 boxers just throwing haymakers at each other, doesn't it? One connects with a big one, the other comes right back. Okay, I'll show you. And they attacked right back on the first play of the drive and hit them big.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. 3 yards on that last run, so here is 2nd and 7 from the 28. The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle here to Brown. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here. And some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why they look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And did they keep it in? They did. They kept it in. It's down close to the goal line at the 1-yard line.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 50. He's at the 30, 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great play there. with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
25-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind this.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken on the 25, and he'll be out right at the 35. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. He's the star wide receiver, and he's doing his thing so far here into the second quarter.
And how you get distinguished as a star is each and every week performing to a high level, no matter what they throw at you, because you always want to take him out of the game if you're a defensive team. How do you press him, double him, triple him, all of those things? But the best players show up each and every week. Solid games and some spectacular ones.
And he has showed up time and time again. He's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's going to let it go again. That's caught inside the 20. They'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on. The Cowboys offense, it'll stay out there as they'll go for 2.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy.
That particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion, but this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The pass. Trying to get it to Willie Snead there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So these two teams will head to the locker room as we hit halftime in Super Bowl 56. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Thus far, this Super Bowl has looked less like a contest and more like a coronation. And to call the second half, let's get it right back out to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. Fields it in the middle of the end zone, and the half will begin with a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and together a drive.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Ingram. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. And you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. He's going to got his man complete. That's good. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. He's going to go up top again. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 59 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the 3rd quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half. Okay, because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up!
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Blitz came there from the inside, and there just wasn't much resistance.
No, not at all. That means that defensively, they timed it up perfectly and matched up perfectly. They drew all the blockers to the other guys, left a free runner back to the quarterback, and you know what a free runner turns into?
What?
A free hitter.
From the ball carrier.
8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. 3rd and long coming up.
Brings up 3rd down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker.
I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker that the defense almost relaxed and said, we got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
On the coverage.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. He's going to try and go deep again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
On the coverage.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And he fires one that's intercepted. This truck right picking it up, and he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
And that's a Super Bowl record, his 4th sack of the game. I think we got to start thinking seriously about making him the Super Bowl MVP as well.
I think you're right. With him leading in the driver's seat, he certainly has a shot. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they look to throw. Throw left side complete. It's Andrews. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And out now come the Cowboys. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it go again. It's caught inside the 25. And taken into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 79 yards. As his guys continue to pour it on. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And that one needed a little time to develop because he started lined up out wide left. He caught that on the right side of the field.
And you're exactly right about the time, because that's not going to be a quick developing pattern, but also great sight lines for the guy throwing the ball to see a receiver cross his face and his sight line from one side of the field to the other. That usually attracts your attention. If you think he's open, you go ahead and deliver it, as we just saw there.
25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Broken tackle. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. There they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
The pass. Intended.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Time tonight, he's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Cowboy. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a...
And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick.
Tacked on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away. They stuck it in the end zone. Keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the result... They just aren't there.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Well timed there by Richard Sherman. A sack on the corner blitz.
A loss of 13 yards. And it's 3rd down.
A short throw caught by Andrews. And down he'll go at the 25. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the 4th quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. Tim Williams came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you as it did to...
And it's caught inside the 30. It is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Cowboys add on. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. And he's tough to contain as it is, but in man coverage with a pretty deep pass downfield, really tough to contain.
And it's so difficult because every play you've got to consider he might try and run past you. So your goal as a defensive back is to give him plenty of cushion, meaning lots of space between you and him. If he wants to catch the short stuff, come up and secure the tackle, hit him a bunch during the game, and try and keep him in front. But if you turn your head for a second, if your concentration wanes,
bye-bye.
He just takes off and goes, and I think that's what we just saw there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 22 yards. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Now here comes the Dallas defense as they work their way back onto the field. That interception the last go-around when they were out there, 4 turnovers now for this unit. Pretty impressive.
And how happy are they to actually run back on the field? Most of the time, defenses want to get off the field, but when you picked off 4 passes,
they want to stay out.
They want to stay out there and not just pad their stats, but really give themselves a game to remember and a game to play off of the rest of the season.
They'll be looking for turnover number 5 now. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they earn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. The corner, Stephon Gilmore on the stop.
1 yard.
And we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. Never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in.
He's got him in. Complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Cowboys continue to pour it on. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. As a former DB, you might not like to see that from a wide receiver's perspective. Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And that'll make it third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Sam Cook now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And this will be taken at the 13. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. Out comes CeeDee Lamb and the rest of the Dallas offense. Well, this defense, they wouldn't mind not seeing him again for a while. 3 trips to the end zone. How about that?
I think right now they would happily go to the job.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Patrick Queen came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. He's going to fire one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20. 10, and he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Big play there. He flat out can't be stopped as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. And there, Charles, he lined up out left, ran the post, caught it over the middle, and the rest, as they say, is history.
And you have to look at the scheme that they just showed there, because if you're going to run a deep post, you ordinarily have to get a safety out of the middle of the field. And you do it one of 2 ways. Either by running routes at him that carries him away from it, or you either freeze him in the middle with routes that run underneath so that he doesn't get dipped. Then you throw it over the top, and boy, what a successful play that was.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked so well. And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Right side, it's Snead. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now on first down, he'll drop the throw. And my goodness, another interception. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked up. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. And their Super Bowl hopes are dwindling here in the 4th. That AFC crown from 2 weeks ago starting to seem like a distant memory. And this one just has not gone as they had hoped. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there.
to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete. Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll rifle this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
On the deep ball.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. He got his man complete. 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. Finding the end zone yet again. And this offense continues to pour it on. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as... And this is going to be intercepted.
Most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. Remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. This pass into the arms of Snead. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup there. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He will go down. A Cowboy sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
See what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Caught by Snead over the middle. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Gain of 7 makes it 3rd and 10.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
Intercepted.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part,
it is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. He flat out can't be stopped. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
it certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And the Ravens taking the field. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Quick slant to Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
49-yard line.
slant as the throw's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. The throw here to Andrews, the tight end, and he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
At the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
He doesn't quite make it, taking it with an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. It's a gain of 35. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Touchdown, Baltimore. Pitching it in from a yard away. And the Ravens, they claw one back.
Lining up for the...
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
Could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
Taking it about the 1. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping the... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Down near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Take over 1st
From
and
the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 36. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, also a first down. Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Ready to throw now on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Matt Judon able to drop in that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, more often than not.
And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. 14 yards. And this offense is running away with this one. The Cowboys offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Well, they were backed up on 3rd and goal, and when you saw them start to scramble.
And it'll be intercepted. It's picked.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. This will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Ravens ready to take over. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 38. They brought the house that time on the young rookie. rookie maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break up the routes quickly as well.
And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down.
It's second down. And
they work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big run there. 29 yards and a first. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is indeed good. Add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal, and you have points won against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 6.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he will have a first first down as they get it to the ground at the 37. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Side into the hands of his tight end.
Yes, sir.
The pass.
Obviously, this has not been a banner. Throwing the football. So what you got to do? You got to kind of down focus. Don't you think? Find the tight end. Take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. He's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
7 yards.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Pressure gets there. He'll go down. It's a sack. And it is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning.
It's 2nd down.
He sets to fire deep. And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And that one obviously worked out, but it's one where you kind of hold your breath because he was sitting there waiting to take a hit as he threw that ball downfield.
And this is the NFL. You're going to be tested a lot as a guy throwing the football. Will you stand in there, take the hit, and deliver downfield? And when you do it consistently, your offensive line loves you, your receivers love you, everyone does their job to the utmost because they have that kind of confidence in you, and they know that you've shown some toughness, and that's what he exhibited there.
But your body hates you.
No, your body's not real thrilled about the whole thing, but ice packs all around for the QB.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DL.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
goes off for 29 yards. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
2nd and 10.
Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. It is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. If they're going to have a shot in this Super Bowl, they're going to need this one on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Cowboys' defense is going to get them the football back. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this will be caught. We'll forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here.